Hey guys, this is Fury with Fury's Insanity, and this is Goober with Fury's Insanity, my boy. Today we're checking in for another video. We're going to talk about Sonic. Let's get into this. Alright, so what'd you think about Sonic? Just the way he looked.
I mean, I thought he looked fine.
I thought he looked
He
pretty
looked
cool.
way better than the first trailer they made for it. So I will say there was an improvement on that, but I don't know. I thought his looks were cool.
Yeah, I thought he still looked a little awkward, but I don't really feel like you can make a movie like that and make him look realistic and still true to the source material. Because, before when he had those creepy human teeth.
Yeah.
It just wasn't working.
They should have just used like Jeff Goldblum in like a blue running suit or something like that.
Exactly. I think the animation was really good with Sonic. He fit really well. There were certain points where you could tell like it kind of looked more like video game graphics, like when he'd like step in the mud and stuff. But it was still cool how it was still in reality. They made all of it work. The like blue lightning he had when he'd zoom, I thought that was really cool. It looked really good, fit really well.
Yeah. Things.
Weird. I thought it was a little weird when he used the feather, or not the feather,
Quill.
the quill to power up his ship. Like all it took was one quill.
Yeah, I've never read any of the Sonic comics, but maybe there's something to do with that. You know,
Possibly.
the whole doing of this movie could be tied into that, or just a mix of everything, I guess. I was thinking it'd be cool if they made like a movie based on the Sonic Adventure game, or like the second one or something like that. But you'd have to like explain characters, so I don't know if it would fit really in a movie. I mean, it was fine. It was definitely a kids movie, but it was fine.
I definitely feel like it was more.
I didn't really expect to see a rated R Sonic though.
That would be badass. That would be badass. But I definitely think that it was more towards kids. It still had some funny humor for adults, but a lot of the humor was a little bit drier on the kids side. Just things that kids are gonna think are cool or funny or whatever.
Yeah.
Like when Sonic was zooming around, trying to do multiple things at once, like he was the Flash. That kind of got on my nerves a little bit. It's just kind of like, why am I watching Sonic do this for a solid minute? But I mean, it was like I could get that it was meant for kids. Like it didn't hurt the movie. It didn't hurt my opinion on it.
I feel like Sonic more than anything has always been like a big personality, if that makes sense. Like that's his whole character. So
Yeah.
I feel like they have to show his personality a little bit to make it like kind of true, I guess, because Sonic's, I don't know, for me anyway, he was just like in the whole Sonic versus Mario thing. Sonic's like the cool guy, like
Are there any characters that are like Sonic?
you have Shadow, yeah. He's
I
like
thought Sonic
like
was an alternate.
artificial-
I thought he was just an alternate version of Sonic.
No, it's a different character entirely.
Overall, what would you say that your rating on Sonic is? Like 1 to 10?
As a whole,
Yeah. Just like as a movie in general, not necessarily just as a game movie.
I mean, maybe like 6.5.
6.5. I could probably agree with that. I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed watching it. I'd I'd watch it again, probably not in theaters. But I think it's definitely worth going to check out the first time.
I mean, at least once.
At least once, yeah.
I will say it is the best like video game movie that I've seen.
Yeah, it keeps you
It was
interested.
definitely better than the Mario Brothers movie. I don't know if you've seen that.
I didn't. I probably won't ever. I heard it was awful.
It's trash.
Like all in all, I think the animation was really good. The storyline was really good, especially when you take it from the aspect that it's um, meant for a younger audience.
It's a child's movie.
I think that it sticks pretty close to what you would expect from a Sonic movie. Like it doesn't really try anything super risky. It doesn't. I mean, there's not really source material for a movie, but I feel like taking the material you have from the games, I feel like they did pretty good. They came up with a decent story. Eggman was a little weird.
Yeah, but it's Jim Carrey though.
Jim Carrey did a good job in the second half of the movie. I feel like at the beginning he was too much. Like they were really trying hard to have that Jim Carrey performance, which is fine. Towards the end of the movie, I think it worked really, really well. But at the beginning of the movie, I think he was a little annoying.
A little much.
A little annoying.
I get that.
But especially at the end of the movie when you actually get to see Eggman for real, I think that was a really good moment for me. I was like, shit, this is exactly what I wanted to see when he shaves his head, has that big old mustache.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That's exactly what I wanted to see. And it kind of leaves you wanting more. I feel like it did a very good job. Wasn't the best movie in the world. Definitely wasn't a bad movie. And at the end of it, being able to see Tails in the post-credit scene, spoiler alert, it definitely leaves you wanting more. Definitely leaves you wanting to see the second movie, which I definitely think so. What about you?
Oh yeah, if they came out with another one, I'd go see it.
Definitely think it's worth. I would like to see more than just Tails in it. I'd like to see a cameo from multiple characters. There's a whole cast of characters. Enjoyed it. The plot was good. The animation was really good, and obviously Sonic was the star of the film. I think they did an amazing job with him in particular, and they definitely deserve credit for remodeling their main character, what they spent all that money on, what they spent the majority of their budget on for the fans, which is I think they should have, because they are making a movie for their fans.
Yeah.
So they need to make their fans happy, and that's what they did. So I think they deserve credit for it. They tried to do something cool, didn't work out so well. They took the criticism professionally and did something positive, made something positive of it.
I will say that what they did with the criticism they got, and they actually did something with it, says a lot. I feel like, because I feel like in a lot of movies, in a lot of cases like this, it can be with games too. People will complain about a certain something that's awful, and I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah, and they won't do anything.
You're gonna get what you get.
Yeah, they won't do anything about it, which is obviously completely in their right. But if they want to make money, obviously you need to cater to your audience. The people buying your product are the people that pretty much tell you what they want. That's the people that you are making your product for, so you need to make them happy. To an extent, obviously, like, creative freedom is definitely an important thing, but I feel like in this case it definitely paid off, and it was worth it. Definitely be sure to let us know what you think about this movie, if you've seen it, if you're going to see it. Let us know what you think about anything from the animation to how Sonic was to the future, what you'd like to see in a future movie. But I do appreciate you guys watching this. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, telling us what you think. Maybe a subscription if you like the content. For those of you that did not know, this is Goober, my boy, with Fury's Insanity. Obviously, I'm Fury with Fury's Insanity. We appreciate you checking out this video. Hope to see more. Hope to do more cameos with my boy over here. And be sure to check in for the next video. This is Fury and Goober with Fury's Insanity. Catch you in the next video. This video was sponsored by Your Mom. If you'd like to find out more information, contact 1-800-YOUR-MOM.